In recent news, Neuralink, a neurotechnology company founded by Elon Musk, has been accused of conducting animal testing without proper ethical oversight and the potential for animal welfare violations. The accusations stem from a whistleblower who claims to have witnessed inhumane treatment of animals during their time at the company. The company is now under federal investigation. The accusations arise in a time where the pressure from CEO Elon Musk is increasing to accelerate the development. This increased pressure has allegedly led to botched experiments and animal testing being rushed, which again is causing needle suffering and deaths on the animals. With Elon Musk announcing that his Neuralink company is ready to start human trials for its Neuralink chips, these accusations and release of information about failed and rushed tests can have a negative impact and potentially delay the company's bid to start these human trials. Let's know in the comments section what you think about this animal testing. Neuralink and rushed animal testing. Neuralink develops what can be called a brain-computer connection powered by an AI, artificial intelligence engine, capable of reading and recording your brain activity to receive instructions rather than putting them through a keyboard. Elon Musk claims that the technology will not only be beneficial to everyday people. The billionaire entrepreneur claims that one of Neuralink's driving goals is developing a way to help people with disabilities. For instance, our current medical technology does not have solutions for people who, through accident, have lost control of their cerebellum, which essentially controls movement. Elon Musk claims that with this technology, people with disabilities or other related diseases such as Alzheimer's and Parkinson's disease can simply regain mobility functions by thinking of the action. So not only is Elon Musk proposing that by using this chip, we might be able to turn people with disabilities into becoming superhumans in the literal sense, but he's also implying that we might not be very far away from living the realities of most sci-fi movies. So you can decide to play a shooter game on your computer without even touching the computer, or you choose to reply to a friend's text on your smartphone without tapping the keyboard. Interestingly, all you will have to do is get the Neuralink chip installed in your brain. Before we go on to the implication of getting this implant, what even is this Neuralink? As Elon Musk's deadlines have been missed on several occasions, it seems his impatience with the company has grown, especially as some rival companies like Synchron, which was launched in 2016, the same year as Neuralink, have had more success. Synchron did receive the FDA approval to start human trials back in 2021. Synchron has also conducted animal tests and has killed about 80 sheep. In comparison, Neuralink has killed about 1,500 animals, including more than 280 sheep, pigs, and monkeys. Because the device itself must be operated into the animal brain, the animal welfare organization PETA in the US has been critical to the company. In the typical scenario, animals are killed after experiments have been completed, as they often are examined post-mortem for research purposes. But due to these missed deadlines, Elon Musk's pressure on the operations have increased, and according to sources within Neuralink, there have been performed experiments with a lack of good preparation, which has led to animal suffering and tests failing. This, and the way tests are conducted, has led to a lot of trials and tests which need to be repeated. There have been several incidents where Musk has told his employees to imagine they have a bomb strapped to their heads in effort to make them work faster. According to sources, Musk has also threatened to trigger a market failure, which basically means to put them without a job. On the other hand, a former employee of Musk recalled Musk saying he disliked using animals for research, but wanted to make sure they were the happiest animals while being alive, and according to sources, the animals are treated quite well compared to other facilities performing research on animals. There have also been successes. Thanks to its group of engineers, the company has developed a high-bandwidth, low-latency technology based on tiny electrodes implanted into the brain. These electrodes interact with the neurons in real time for several functions. The Neuralink chip is tiny, making it nearly undetectable once it's surgically implanted. Interestingly, the surgical procedure is relatively fast and doesn't involve using an anesthetic because not much blood is expected during the implant. The chip contains a lot of tiny wires, which Neuralink claims are 20 times thinner than a strand of her hair. Once installed, the tiny wires making up the chip integrate with the human brain so that the electrodes they carry can stimulate the brain. The data registered through the stimulation can wirelessly be transferred to a host computer so further studies can be carried out. Despite the claims from Neuralink about the chip's potential, there have been several claims that most of these functions, the chip is said to have been nothing more than a marketing gimmick. This was even technically backed up by Musk, who was quoted saying, "We want to be extremely careful and certain that it'll work well before putting a device into a human." The truth is that Neuralink had been working extensively to ensure the chip delivers on every promise the company has publicly made. Since the company was established in 2016, it has devoted all its resources to developing the chip. Before the public announcement that human trials for the chip were set to begin, the company had completed several success tests on animals. The first notable successful test trial was when the chip was installed in pigs. The company released a video showing Musk demonstrating how the chip affects the behavior of pigs. In the video, 3 pigs were studied. They were named Joyce, Gertrude, and Dorothy to better monitor their behavior in response to the chip. Joyce was given no implant, so the reactions of an average pig can be observed. Dorothy used to have an implant, but it was successfully removed to demonstrate that the chips can be removed after implanting. Gertrude, however, got all the attention, having only had the chip implanted for 2 months. A real-time report of their brain activity was transmitted to a live audience thanks to the 1024 electrodes in the chip implanted in her brain. This brain activity was shared on screen. At several intervals, beeps were heard from the screen, which Musk explained as when Gertrude's brain was stimulated by the environment. These intervals corresponded to every time Gertrude sniffed her surroundings through her snout. The second major successful test trial was on money, which scientists claim is the ideal test subject to observe how a mammal will react to a specific test. In fact, over 70,000 monkeys are used for research purposes in the United States alone. In the second public trial video, a monkey named Pager was seen playing a game only with him. Considering it's almost impossible to get a monkey to play a game with its hands, the fact that the Pager could play the game telepathically caused a lot of exciting reactions. Neuralink further explained that Pager has not 1 but 2 chips implanted in its motor cortex. Explaining how the monkey could play the game, the company claimed that Pager had only 1 implant to begin with and was forced to use a joystick with its brain to play the game. But thanks to the chip implanted in his brain, his neuron activity was fed into a decoder algorithm, which was programmed into the second chip that was installed into Pager's brain. Strangely, despite the incredible success of the Neuralink chip implants in the monkeys, the company has come under fire for its alleged proper treatment of the test monkeys. In fact, on November 30th, 2022, the Physicians Committee for Responsible Medicine called on Elon Musk to release confidential information about the treatment of the monkey. The committee claims that some of the monkeys had suffered internal bleeding, among other psychological health issues. Also, earlier this year, the company released a statement that it had carried out several successful attempts that involved removing the implanted chips from the brains of the monkeys used in the second stage of the trials. The company said, "Neuralink is working well in monkeys, and we're actually doing just a lot of testing and just confirming that it's very safe and reliable, and the Neuralink device can be removed safely." The company acknowledges that not everybody might like the Neuralink chip once installed and has made several efforts to ensure that anyone not interested in having the chip after implantation can get it removed. Neuralink has performed an intense amount of testing on animals, and their test regime has probably led to a higher number of tests in animals being killed than should have been necessary. According to several employees, it has also led to many animal suffering. The enormous pressure together with the competition looking to have more success might have pushed Neuralink out on a ledge and into ways that should never have been walked. What do you think? Has the pressure on Elon Musk become too high? If you enjoyed this video, please check out some of our other videos and support us by subscribing to our channel. Thanks for watching.